So if you start and then I pick it up, okay?
Hello, Mr. Allen. I'm Inspector Blake Armstrong. This is Inspector Drew Toski, and this is Sergeant Riley Mullinax. We are here investigating the Zodiac murders in San Francisco and Vallejo. Please, sit.
An informant told us that you made certain statements 11 months prior to the first Zodiac killing. If this is true, it's quite incriminating.
No.
Do you recall having any such conversation?
No.
Have you read or heard anything about the Zodiac?
When it was first in the papers, sure. I didn't follow up after the first report.
Why not?
Because it was too morbid. I told all this to the other officer. Now it's the detective's turn to be thrown.
Which other officer?
From Vallejo?
And what did you tell this other officer?
That I'd gone down to Salt Point that weekend to dive. I was alone, but I met a couple there. I have their names in my home if you want them.
That would be great.
Also, that day, my neighbor saw me. It was about 4 a.m. I forgot to tell that to the other officer.
And what's the name of your neighbor?
Bill White. But he died about a week afterwards. Heart attack. So, I never called to follow up. The 2 knives that were in my car with blood on them, the blood was from a chicken I killed for dinner.
What?
That weekend I had 2 knives in my car. Maybe Bill saw one and called the first cop on me?
We'll have to check on that. Let me ask you something else. Were you around Southern California at any point during the last year?
You mean the Riverside killing?
Yes.
I guess I was down around the same time. I go down a lot. I like the auto races.
You gonna jump in? Our information tells us that you're ambidextrous.
No, that's untrue.
So you can't write with both hands.
They tried when I was little, but I can't. I'm left-handed.
He also told us that you made certain statements about touching students.
No. No, that's horrible. That's a horrible thing to say.
So you weren't angry about being fired from Valley Springs for inappropriately touching a student?
I am not the Zodiac. And if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
It's a nice watch.
Thanks.
Can I see it? Where'd you get it?
It was a Christmas gift from my mother 2 years ago.
That's sweet. Tell me something, Arthur. Do you remember anyone that you could have possibly had a conversation with regarding the Zodiac?
Maybe Ted Kidder or Phil Tucker down at Vallejo Recreation, but I'm not positive. I used to work there. Oh, The most dangerous game. That's why you're here, isn't it? Best thing I read in high school. It's about a man who waits for people to get shipwrecked on his island because he's tired of hunting animals. So he hunts the people for the challenge.
Man is the most dangerous animal.
That's the whole point in the story. Great book. Can I go?
Yes. So, does anyone think that this suspect warrants further investigation?